you really start looking at it through different eyes. You have a different vision. And I went from actually thinking that maybe it was wrong to actually being, completely with it, right? Like these amazing artists. Hola, Jana.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Y tú?
Muy bien, muy bien. Nice to see you again.
I know. It's all.
I know.
It's all same old.
Yes. Always good to follow up with you. That's awesome. So let's talk about Vandal now. When you first read the script, like what attracted you?
Well, I love the opportunity of shooting an American project in Miami. I am very fond of that town because not only was my wife and kid born there, we also lived there. So, it's nice. It's nice to work in your hometown or one of your hometowns. But also, and probably the most important, is that it's a story that has some Latino heritage, but it's not the classic Latino story, right? And I think that's what directors, writers, producers, and actors, we Latinos have to pursue now. And is that, yes, we have to celebrate our culture, but we have to, start showing it as it is. And we're a part of this country, and we're just merging with this country, right? And this is, our country too. So when I get a script and I read a script and it has a story that is not the classical Latino story, I naturally gravitate towards it. It's a small role, but it's a key role. It's important. I love to have the opportunity to be the voice of experience to a younger brother, right? And the opportunity of working with Danny, who's such a talented actor, such a nice person, so professional, so embedded into his character that it was just a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, this is one of the things that I like it a lot about the movie, because it's showing the graffiti world in a different way, in a way that there's some stuff that I didn't know. So was a good way for the JG had the idea, and I think it was a nice way to show Miami, also Wynwood. I used to live there too, so I'm very fond of that neighborhood as well. So it's beautiful. Did you know anything about graffiti? Anything about this?
You know what,
before?
Jana? I had no idea. I even thought it was aggressive. It was like too much in your face. I was like, yeah, of course, like some nice. Of course, I love art, so I could appreciate ones and just look at the technique and just wonder how they did it. But while I was investigating the role and while I was really getting into the script and really understanding what it is, what it means, where it comes from, you really start appreciating it. You really start looking at it through different eyes. You have a different vision. And I went from actually thinking that maybe it was wrong to actually being, completely with it, right? Like these amazing artists, they need their voice to be heard. They need spaces. They need governments, to create the appropriate spaces for them to be able to express themselves. What they have something to say, they have something important to say. And each day more and more, we realize how important graffiti is to our society.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And also you mentioned Daniel, and I think he did a really great job. And you both looks like you both are really brothers. I don't know the chemistry. I was
we had great chemistry. This is an independent film, so we didn't have that much time as I know we both would have wanted. I was literally coming in and out. I think I came like twice. I was shooting something else, so we were on a tight schedule. But we did have the opportunity to hang out, to go out one night and talk about life and and the important things. So right now I can say that we're friends, and we did for a brief moment become brothers. So that's always nice.
Yeah, it's always nice. And talking about like new projects, like you're filming, like while you're doing this movie, anything coming up next for you, like big role?
Well, right now I finished a show for Amazon called Noticia un Secuestro, based on the book by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So that's going to be on Amazon. And right now I am in the middle of shooting a show for Apple called Echo 3. So yeah, trying to stay busy.
No, I know. Are you planning to direct something one day?
Yes, I am. But I am waiting for my kids to be a little older, because directing is a complete different journey. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. And I have a 9-year-old, a 3-year-old, and I love to be around them, you know, and I just can't imagine myself right now just, you know, having such long days. And it's just a huge commitment, you know, like actors, we are fortunate because it's a very intense job, but we can come in and out, right? Once you're directing, you're there, you know, every single day, first scene to last scene, and then you're in the editing room, and it just kind of doesn't stop. So yes, I want to direct. I really want to do it, but I'm gonna wait a little bit on that.
Yeah, I know. I have a 10-year-old, and I understand you. You wanted to be close to them as much as possible.
It's just also it's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of work. It takes a village, you know, to raise a child. So I want to be there. I just don't want to. I'm just being selfish, probably. I don't want to lose, you know, any part of the process.
Yeah, you don't want to lose any smile, any milestone, any like diploma reward.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be a helicopter parent, but I definitely, you know, I want to see them grow. I think it's important.
Yeah, that's amazing. And do you, if your 9-year-old asks you to, I want to become an actor, will you tell him to become an actor or not?
If he wants to, if it makes him happy, of course. He asked for acting lessons, so now he's having an acting experience. Now he's going to a school, you know, and he's loving it. But you know, it's his life. He can if he wants it, you know, I will help him. But I don't need him to be an actor.
Yeah, I know. And something from this movie that you said that what attracted you was this telling a Latino story, but in a different way with different characters, not the usual ones that we usually see.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna be having more of this type of projects right now in Hollywood, or even in the indie movies? Like, do you think that is changing a lot for us as Latinos?
Well, at least is what I am pursuing, you know. There will always be the typical story, the cliche story, but, you know, I think that we're fighting for a change, you know. So I think, you know, that we just have to work for it. And at least that is my goal, and those are the roles I'm pursuing. So hopefully, you know, we get to have more producers and writers who can write these stories and produce the stories so we can tell them.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for Vandal, what people can expect before watching this movie?
Well, you know, I'm just gonna say it's a great movie done by people who have a lot of passion, not only for movies but also for art. There's a lot of very, very important and prominent figures of street art involved. So what you're going to see is legit, and that's also really cool because you're going to learn a lot about street art. And that's super interesting, intense story, well written, well directed, well acted. So it's engaging. It's just an engaging, fun little piece to watch.
That's awesome. Juan Pablo, I just want to thank you so much for your time again, once more. always a pleasure to talk to you. Muito obrigada, muitas
Muito
graças.
Obrigado, Jana. Muito
obrigado. E a lot of
você.
success always. Beijos para você.
Beijo.
Ciao. Bye. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.